Hello students, so let's continue with the problems on median. So the third question, a life insurance agent found the following data for distribution of ages of 100 policy holders. Calculate the median age if policies are given only to persons having age 18 year onwards, but less than 60 year. Okay. Now, if you observe the difference between this question and the previous question, that is a table. Now, here it is something given in this form below 20, below 25, below 30, below 35. It is given in this form. Okay. This is also known as, this type of table is also known as less than type. Okay. Okay. And instead of below, if you use the word above, then it is known as more than type. Okay. Now remember, using this table, we cannot find median. Why? Because the median is given by the formula L plus N by 2 minus CF by F into H. Remember what is H? H is class size. Now you don't have this class size. Okay, let's say if you subtract this 25 and 20, you get class size, but you don't have this F frequency, because here the corresponding thing that is given is not F. Remember, whenever you take any question, here you will have class interval and the corresponding, the next column you will have frequency, isn't it? But here what they've given us is CF, cumulative frequency. Okay, remember this values, these values are CF. How do I know it's CF? Very simple. Listen, when we say below 20, whatever the number of persons you have below 20, it is 2. Now, when I say below 25, the number of persons here is also included, right? So the number of persons here and here, it is included. Both together is 6. Okay. So let's say here we had 2 people and let's say here we had 4 people. When I say below 25, you're adding everything, isn't it? So similarly for below 30, whatever the number of persons were there, below 30, everyone comes, right? From here to here, everyone comes. So you're going to add everything and you're going to write it. Okay. That is what we do in cumulative frequency, right? We write the first value as it is. Then with the next value, we add it and we write it. Okay. Basically, remember, if it is given in the type of below or above, then the corresponding thing is actually CF. It is not F. So to find median, we need F, which means we have to reconstruct the table. So let's reconstruct the table. Okay. So let's quickly reconstruct the table. Okay. Okay. Now what are the things given? It is given age in years. Okay. And number of policy holders, and actually the number of policy holders here is CF, right? The value that they've given is CF, but let's keep number of policy holders as it is. Let's take this as CF. Okay. Remember, whatever they've given in the question. Okay. Let's first finish this table. Okay. Now we have reconstructed this values. These values are nothing but CF, right? So you can write it in the CF column: 2, 6, 24, 45, 78, 89, 92, 98, and 100. Okay. Now we have written the CF values. Now how to find the class interval? It's very simple. See, the difference between each thing is how much? 5, right? So here the highest value is 20. So because it is talking about below 20, right? So the maximum upper limit will be 20, and the starting age itself is 18. So you can write 18 to 20, or you can also write 15 to 20. Doesn't matter. Okay. Because we are going to take only those people whose age is 18, right? So here you can write 18, or you can also write 15. Okay. The next value will be below 25, right? So here you can write it as 20 to 25. Then continue 25 to 30, 30 to 35, because but the difference between each thing is 5 units, right? So we're gonna write it as an interval of 5 units. Okay, so 35 to 40, 40 to 45, 45 to 50, 50 to 55, 55 to 60. Now we have to find the value of f. Now how do we find f? Very simple. Remember, when you add f, how did you find cf? By adding. So you have to do the reverse. So we have to subtract. Keep the first one as it is, then subtract it. 6 minus 2 gives you how much? 4. 24 minus 6, that gives you 18. 45 minus 24, that gives you 21. Then 78 minus 45, that gives you 33. Then 89 minus 78, that gives you 11. 92 minus 89, that gives you 3. 98 minus 2 is 6. I'm sorry, 800 minus 98 is 2. So to get the CF, you were adding it. We are doing the reverse thing. So keep the first thing as it is, first value 2 as it is, then subtract it. 6 minus 2, 24 minus 6, 45 minus 24, like this. Okay. So if you get subtracted, you get the value of f. Now let's find the value of median. Before that, let's find median class. How do we find median class? It is n by 2, isn't it? What is the value of n? You add everything, all the stuff you've added, you will get the value of n. Or simply look at the last value. Okay. So n value is 100. 100 by 2, that will become 50. Now this 50th data will be where? In the CF. Check it in the CF. So here we have got 45, which means it has got the data from the 1 to 45. But 50 is not there. So here it will be there, isn't it? Because it has got data from 1 to 78. So 50 will be here. Okay, so this will be our median class. Now let's substitute the formula. Okay, what's the formula to find median? The formula to find median is L plus n by 2 minus CF by F into H, isn't it? So what is the value of L? Very clearly it is 35. N by 2, we got it as 50. Minus CF, we have to take the previous one, not the 78, the previous one. That is 45. Divided by F, the corresponding frequency, that is 33. Into H, H is 5. Okay. So we get 35. 35 plus 50 minus 45 is 5. 5 by 33 into 5. Okay. Let's solve it here. So 35 as it is, 5 into 5 is 25. 25 by 33. Okay. So let's divide 25 by 33. If you divide 25 by 33, let me divide it with the help of calculator. You'll get 0.757. Okay, if I round it off, it becomes, see, I'll round it off at the second digit. The third digit is greater than 5, so I have to increase this. So 0.76. So if I add it, it will become 35.76. Okay, the data which is almost in the middle is 35.76. So remember, this type of table which is given in the question is known as less than type. Okay, you have to convert it into the original form. How do you convert it? Whatever the values that they've given as CF, to get frequency, just subtract it. Keep the first one as it is. Subtract this, the bottom one, the top one. 6 minus 2, 24 minus 6, 45 minus 24. Subtract it, you will get F. Now here the difference is 5 units. So make a class interval of size 5. Okay, that is 20 to 25, 25 to 30. In that manner, you will get the original form of table. Once you get the original form of table, it is the normal way that you find the median. Okay. Now let's get into the next question. In the next question, if you observe, okay, we have to find the median, but there is something strange over here. What is that? If you observe, the upper limit of this class interval and the lower limit of this class interval are not matching. Do you remember we had solved the same kind of problem while calculating a mean, isn't it, in a question? Now here, if you observe, this upper limit and this lower limit are not matching. The same thing, it is not matching. So what did we do? If you remember, we subtracted 0.5 for the lower limit and we added 0.5 for the upper limit. So let's reconstruct the table again. Okay, let's subtract 0.5 with the lower limit and add 0.5 to the upper limit. Okay, then let's find CF also. So here what they've given us is class interval and frequency. We should also find CF. So this is length in mm and number of leaves and CF. Okay, so remember we have to subtract 0.5 for the lower limit, so it becomes 117.5, isn't it? 117.5 up to 126.5. I have to add 0.5 to the upper limit. So subtract 0.5 to the lower limit. 127 minus 0.5 becomes 126.5. And here you have to add it. So it becomes 135.5. Now here again 136 minus 0.5 is 135.5. And here it will become 144.5. The same thing, continue the same fashion. Subtract, then add. Subtract, then add. Okay, if you observe now, the upper limit and the lower limit are matching. Upper limit and the lower limit are matching. Okay, this table is called as exclusive method. Okay, and 171.5, 180.5. So it is 3, 5, 9, 12, 5, 4, 2. Let's find the CF. First value as it is, 3 as it is. Then add it, 3 plus 5, 8. 8 plus 9, 17. 17 plus 12 is 29. 29 plus 5 is 34. 34 plus 4 is 38. 38 plus 2 is 40. Now let's find the median class. Median class is equal to n by 2. Okay, I'm just writing it in the shortcut. N value is 40. If you add all this, you will get 40. Okay, divide by 2. That gives you 20. Check this 20. Where is it in the CF? You cannot have in the 17. Okay, it should be somewhere here, right? So this is our median class. Now let's substitute this in the formula. So median is equal to L plus n by 2 minus CF by F into H. So what is the value of L from the question? It is 144.5. N by 2 is 20 minus CF. Remember, you have to take the previous one. What is the CF in the previous one? It is actually equal to 17. Okay, so let's put 17 by F, the corresponding one itself, that is 12. And the class size 153.5 minus 144.5, so that comes around 9. Okay, 5.5 plus 3.5, yes, 9. So here we get it as, let's do the next step, 144.5 plus 20 minus 17 is 3 divided by 12 into 9. So 3 ones are 3 fours are, so it becomes 9 by 4. Okay, 144.5 plus 9 by 4. Okay, so it becomes 144.5 plus 4 twos are 8. 1 is a reminder. If you place a decimal, it becomes 10. Again 4 twos are 8 and 5, 2.25. So verified. So you get this as 147. Okay, sorry, not 147. I'm sorry, 146.75. That will be the answer. Okay, so here the table was in an inclusive method, so we converted into exclusive method. That is by adding 0.5 to the upper limit and subtracting 0.5 to the lower limit. Let's get into the next question. Again, here we have to find the median. Okay, for this we have to find CF, isn't it? So 14 as it is, 14 plus 56 will become 70. 70 plus 60 is 130. 130 plus 86 will become 216. 216 plus 74 will become 290. 290 plus 62 is 352. 352 plus 48 is 400. So we got the value of CF. Now let's find median. Median is equal to L plus n by 2 minus CF by F into H. So what is the value of L here? The value of L, for that we have to find the median class, right? Median class is n by 2, which is 400 by 2, that is equal to 200. 200 comes here. Okay, so this will be our median class. So L values 3000 plus n by 2 is 200. CF we have to take the previous one, which is 130, and F the corresponding one, that is 86, into H the class size is 500. Okay, so it becomes 3000 plus 200 minus 130 is 70 by 86 into 500. So let's try to cancel. 2 4s are, 2 3s are, 2 35s are. Okay, so it becomes 3000 plus 35 by 43 into 500. So 35 by 43 into 500, we get around 407. Okay, 3000 plus 406.98. Okay, roughly. So if you add it, it will become 3406.98. Okay, so this is how we find the median. Let's get into the next question. In the next question, again we have to find the here actually we have to find the median, and we have to find the mean, and we have to also find the mode. We have to find all the three. Okay, mean and mode, as we have done it already, you can write out. Let's find mode in this case. Okay, let me delete this now. Let me write the CF here itself. Okay, the first value 6 as it is, or let me reconstruct the table itself. So 1 to 4, 4 to 7, this is number of letters. I'll take it as CI, class interval, then F, then CF. Let me write it in the shortcut way. 4 to 7, then 7 to 10, then 10 to 13, then 13 to 16, 16 to 19. The value of F is 6, 30, 40, 16, 4, 4. Let's find CF. First value as it is, 6 plus 30 is 36, 36 plus 40 is 76, 76 plus 16 is 92, 92 plus 4 is 98, sorry, 92 plus 4 is 96, 96 plus 4 is 100. Okay, let's find n by 2. Median class is equal to n by 2. Let me create some space here. Okay, so median class is equal to n by 2. N is 100, 100 by 2 is 50. So 50 comes here, isn't it? So median is equal to L plus n by 2 minus CF by F multiplied by H. So what is the value of L? The value of L is 7, n by 2 is 50, CF we have to take the previous one, that is 36, divided by F is 40, and the class size is 3. Okay, let me solve it here. 7 plus 50 minus 36 is 14 by 40 into 3. So 2 7s are 2 20s are. Okay, so 7 plus 7 3s is 21, 21 by 20. This comes around 7 plus 1 point, roughly around 0.5. Okay, so if you add it, you get 8.05. That will be the median. Similarly, let's solve the last question. Again, let's reconstruct the table. Okay, weight in kg, then we have number of students, which is F, and obviously we have to calculate CF, isn't it? So the first one is 40 to 45, 40 to 45, then 45 to 50, 50 to 55, 55 to 60, 60 to 65, then 65 to 70, then 70 to 75. That's it, isn't it? Then 2, 3, 8, 6, 6, 3, 2. Let's find the CF. First value as it is. Then add a 2 plus 3, 5. 8 plus 5, 13. 13 plus 6, 19. 19 plus 6, 25. 25 plus 3, 28. 28 plus 2 is 30. So let's find median class. That is n by 2. N is 30. 30 by 2 is 15. Where does this 15 comes? It comes here, right? Now let's find median. Median is equal to L plus n by 2 minus CF by F into H. So what is the value of L here? It is 55. N by 2 is 15 minus CF is 13 by F is 6 into H is 5. 55 as it is. 15 minus 13 is 2. 2 by 6 into 5. Okay. So 2 ones are 2 threes are. So it becomes 55 plus 5 by 3. So this becomes 55 plus it keeps going 1.666. Let's take it as 1.67. So if you add it, it becomes 56.67. That's the median. Okay. So finding mean, median, mode is very, very easy. All that you have to do is just memorize the formulas. When you solve more number of problems, easily the formula gets memorized. Okay. From all these three methods which we have done, mean, median, mode. Okay. If you're very good at any two of this, either mean and median or mean and mode or mode and median, any two. Okay. So easily you can score 3 marks in the final exam. So in the next video, we'll be starting with ogive curves. Okay. Which is a method to find median again. That is a graphical method to find median. Okay. This graphical method of finding median is a very, very important question from exam point of view, and you will get it for 3 marks. So let's discuss ogive curves in the next video. Thank you, students.